So you might have seen this cheese board on our Instagram a little bit ago, because both our moms did.
And they both requested one for Christmas, so that's what these guys are. The problem is, we had a lot of mistakes that just didn't show up in the picture, and we had to figure out how to fix them here. The original cheese board was actually the first thing we cut on our carby, the day we set it up.
Oh yeah, perfectly cut through.
Ah!
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, this was our first attempt, and we learned a lot in the journey going from here to here, so hopefully you guys pick up some tips along the way.
That's so cool.
Did it work?
Yeah, totally.
Totally worked.
Once we put the walnut and corian together, we realized it totally didn't work.
You don't want a gap.
Cheese getting stuck in the gap. That sounds terrible. We can't give this to our moms.
We can't give this to our moms.
At first we thought it was because we rushed through the Illustrator design, so we tried again.
This one might, I don't know, it's so close.
Are they the same size or are they actually different?
They're a little bit different.
Does this mean we should plane it?
We should probably. Woo! That's perfect. You're gonna have to raise that up higher. Perfect.
So we've already told the carby what cuts are all the way through and what cuts are just partial cuts, but we have to tell it how deep we want to actually cut these. The groove we did for the leather, I think we're gonna cut it at the depth of 2 pieces of leather, 0.087.
Well, let's give it a little bit more wiggle room. Let's give it 1/8 of an inch.
These tabs, which you get by checking this little use tabs check box, help it to not come detached from the rest of the material when you're cutting. So we got our tabs, we set our depths, preview looks good. Are we ready to carve? This isn't a touch screen.
I'm gonna do it!
Do I need to close carby?
Oh yeah. Carve, thickness in there, clamps, bit size right there.
If you want to make this cheese board too, we're sharing our design on easel. We'll put a link below. Oh, that's nice.
Look at that clean cut right there. Just gotta cut out the tabs.
Yep.
It's the moment of truth. We still have some sanding to do and some rounding over and all sorts of things.
But we're too excited, so we just want to see if it fits.
Oh, it fits.
Yeah, no, it does fit. Okay, wait.
There's a little bit of imperfection in the gap right there.
Ooh, it's the corian.
It's the corian?
Yeah, it goes up. This is exactly what we want it to be, but this shouldn't have gone in.
All right, so let us take you guys on a little journey along our cutting board adventure. So
it's a cheese board.
It's a cheese board. As we mentioned earlier, this is the thing that started it all, and there are some mistakes in the Illustrator design file that we imported into easel.
So, we tried again to fix those Illustrator mistakes, and we thought we did, but we still, obviously, weren't getting a snug fit. And this is the one we've been working on for the video thus far.
So we thought that it might be corian causing the issues. So we did the same thing again in Walnut, and it works perfectly. No gap. Nice and tight until I dropped it.
So for the corian, we tried generating the toolpaths in Fusion instead because you have more control over what those toolpaths are. So we did a rough cut around everything and then a really fine final cut. And it was actually too accurate. It was so accurate that there was not enough of a hair of a gap for them to fit together.
So then in Fusion, we went back and we added a 0.1 millimeter, which is 4/1000 of an inch gap between the two, and it fit perfectly. So we were like, we're just really happy about it. There it is. Really very happy.
So now we're gonna try that full scale. Hopefully everything still works because we're on our last piece of corian.
All right, Our last chance to get this right.
Good luck, little guy.
All right, it all comes down to this. Our last our last piece of corian, we're gonna test fit it right now.
Oh, it's tight. Oh my God.
Yes! Man, this is like the tightest, most perfect fit ever.
Seamless.
All right, I'm gonna come bring you guys.
Wow. It's like perfect.
And just for sake of comparison, let's put the gap tooth one right on top.
So you might be wondering what our game plan is here, because we're making one of these for each of our moms, and this was indeed our last piece of corian.
So we're going to, I shouldn't have left that up. We're gonna go ahead and cut this profile again, just on this side, and make it a little bit shorter, but it's gonna be great. So we're gonna do that. And on to finishing.
We used epoxy to attach the two pieces.
Oh,
I know.
I'm excited and nervous.
Me too. We rounded our edges with a router and 1/8 inch round over bit. When this cheese board is washed, the water will raise the grain, so we preemptively sprayed it, sanded it, sprayed it, sanded it, till the grain didn't raise anymore when it got wet. So we love how these turned out. The problem is now we have to give them away, but we could think of no worthier people than our moms.
Hope you guys picked up some good tips along the way, and
we will see you in the after show.
Yes, bye.
Bye. We should probably tell them how to get to the after show.
Oh yeah,
it's
patreon.com/Evan and Katelyn. Why don't you say it with me?
Do you want to say it together?
Yeah.
It's patreon.com/Evan and Katelyn. Oh man. That felt weird.
That was weird.
Okay, we should call.
Okay.
We're done. Bye.
Right. Bye. Yay.
Yay. Oh baby, the way you say engineered plastics. Oh, I'm just gonna spread some jam. Oh, jam. It's so pretty. Look at that cheese.
This jam is like leaking.
I didn't know jam could do that.
That's so weird looking now. It's like, what even is jam? Like, that's just mushed up fruit. Looks disgusting now. Yeah, we can just edit it out.
Yeah, let's edit it. Too many like motorcycle farts going on anyway. I'm a motorcycle.